Hello, hello, my mathematicians. I hope you are having a marvelous Monday. We are going to learn some big words in math today. I am so excited. Today, boys and girls, we are going to be adding 2 words to our math vocabulary. And those words are compose and decompose. Can you say that with me? Compose and decompose. Let's talk about what those words mean. The first word is compose. And this time when we say the word compose, I want you to take your 2 hands and I want you to clap them together like this. Ready? Compose. Good. Let's do that again. Compose. Compose means to bring 2 numbers together or to bring numbers together, to put together. That's why we're putting it together, our hands. Do you see my picture down here? I have some cubes that are all put together. Those numbers are composed. Composed, put together. Good. The other number we talked about is, or the other word that I said we were going to talk about is the word decompose. And when we say decompose, we're going to take our hands and we're going to do this, the exact opposite. Decompose. Decompose means to break apart. So you see my cubes are all broken apart into separate amounts. So we learned compose and decompose. Compose, decompose. Say it with me one more time. Ready? Compose, decompose. And what we are doing when we are composing and decomposing numbers, boys and girls, is we are laying some more of our math foundation. Remember how we talked about how we are building on our math foundation. And right now we are getting ready to start adding and subtracting. And I know you are so excited to learn about adding and subtracting. And some of you already have been shouting out math facts at me. You already know some adding and subtracting facts. And right now we are going to make sure we have a really good, strong foundation so that we can get into adding and subtracting. So this week we are going to focus on composing, putting together, and decomposing, breaking apart numbers. And we have a really special math tool that we are going to use to help us with composing and decomposing our numbers. That math tool is a number bond. Now, if you picked up math manipulatives for home, then you should have a number bond mat. It's an orange mat that was in your little bag of math manipulatives. And if you are a friend who is at school, then you are going to have one that you're going to get to keep at school. This is a number bond. And a number bond is a tool that helps us with composing and decomposing our numbers. I want you just to take a minute and just look at this number bond. And what do you notice? Maybe tell someone you're sitting by, what do you notice about that number bond? Well, maybe you notice that there are circles. Maybe you notice that one of these circles is a lot bigger and the other 2 circles are smaller. Maybe you notice that there's some lines connecting these circles to the big one. Yeah. So this is a number bond. And the way a number bond works is this right here is our whole. It's our entire amount. And these 2 smaller circles are our parts. So we have parts and we have a whole. We have parts and we have a whole. And let me show you with those cubes that that I showed you on those pictures earlier, how exactly a number bond would work. So right now, in my number bond, how many cubes do you see? 4. There are 4 cubes in my number bond, and they are there in the whole. So right now that is a composed number 4. It is all put together. It's composed. But I can decompose it and I can break it apart, which means I'm going to put some of these into the parts. And so watch what happens when I decompose. I moved some over here and some over here, and now the number 4 has been decomposed into two parts. How many are in this part? 1, 2. How many are in this part? 1, 2. So I could say 4 decomposes into 2 and 2. But I can also go the other way. I can say, now that I've decomposed 2 and 2, I can compose and put them together to make 4. And they go back into the whole. So we are going to do tons of practice with this week, boys and girls. You are going to use your cubes and your number bond mat, and we are going to have a lot of fun with composing and decomposing numbers. Before we get into anything else, though, I want to show you a little video from our friends Professor Burger and his friend. So here we go.
Hey, well, Joey, today we're going to look at a math riddle involving children on a rug.
Oh, great! Hey, I have a joke for you.
Okay, we have time for one quick joke. Just one.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
What did the rug say to the floor?
I don't know, Joey. What did the rug say to the floor?
Don't move! I got you covered.
Joey,
Yeah?
it's math time.
I don't think he gets it.
All right, should we have some fun?
Yes!
Okay, so here is our riddle for today. 2 children are sitting on a rug.
Okay.
One more child joins them. And here's the riddle. How many children are sitting on the rug now?
Oh.
So here they are. So let's model it with a little picture. So here we have the 2 children.
Hi, kids.
Hello. And they're sitting together, kind of, on a rug. And to try to model this, let's use a 5 frame.
Okay.
And so I'll use a red counter for the first child, and I'll use another red counter for the second child. And so there are the 2 children sitting on the rug.
Got it.
Okay, but now in comes another child, one of their friends. Hello.
Hi.
Boop, 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 boop.
It's a rug party.
It is a rug party. You are so silly today. And so let's now represent that new child with a yellow counter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now they're all sitting on the rug. And so how many do we now have in all? Well, let's see. We can just count. Let me hear you.
1, 2, 3.
So the answer is 3. And what we see here is that 2 and 1 is 3. And so that's a way we're actually able to see a neat fact about numbers. 2 and 1 is the same thing as 3. And there are 3 children on the rug.
That's right. 3 children sitting on the rug. Whew.
Congratulations, you've solved the riddle.
Oh, well, I can think of another way to solve the same riddle.
Oh, well, great. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, just buy the children chairs. Thank you, and thank you.
All right, Joey. Have fun with math. We'll see you soon. You are Mr. Jokester today.
Did you get it?
I got that one.
So that is just a cute little video, but they are talking about composing the number 3 there. They had 2 children and 1 more child composed together, and that made 3. 2 and 1 made 3. So they were composing the number 3. This week, boys and girls, you are going to become experts at composing and decomposing your numbers. What you are going to do now is you are going to do a little reflecting and think in your own words. What does the word compose and decompose mean to you? There's going to be a little discussion post where you are going to answer that. That is all for today, friends. I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow where we will do a little work with composing.